So I seen this little €30 AI voice box online and wondered what could I actually do with it. First, I'll show you how it runs using the pre-built DeepSeek AI setup and how to connect that to Home Assistant. Then I'm going to completely wipe it and rebuild it from scratch into a fully local Home Assistant voice assistant. This includes wake word detection and text-to-speech. Okay, Naboo, what time is it?
12:45 p.m.
So if it's been your lifelong dream to create a Tamagotchi-style, completely local voice assistant, then this video is for you. So let's run through setting it up with the DeepSeek AI, and then we'll set it up as a local Home Assistant voice assistant. DeepSeek is a Chinese AI company similar to ChatGPT where they develop LLMs.
Turn on the what?
Turn
you
on-
mean the light?
Yeah, the
Let
hall
me help
light.
with that.
Turn on the hall light.
Hall light turned on. Let there be light.
Turn off the hall light.
Hall light switched off. Back to chill mode.
I have to say, with the DeepSeek AI setup, it's not bad. It's a little bit weird, but it does a pretty decent job. Let's run through the DeepSeek AI setup. So you first need to power it on. And when you have it powered on, it'll say at the bottom of the screen that you need to go to this address. You'll need to make sure you're connected to this network here as well. Now you'll need to enter in your Wi-Fi name and password, or you might be able to see it listed here below. It may fail to connect, but just try it again, it should work then. Then you need to go to this address here, and then just click console. And then you'll just need to sign up as well. Once you have signed up, you just need to press add new device and then add the code from your device. That's basically it set up then. If you're English speaking like me, you might want to configure the role in here and change the language and stuff like that, and even the name of the assistant. And the last step of this is just connecting it to Home Assistant. For this, you will need to have hacks installed. So if you go to hacks and then search for MCP, you just need to click on this one here for shell jar, I think it's called, and then just install that. Once that has finished installing as well, you'll need to restart Home Assistant. Once the restart is finished, go to Devices and Services, add integration, and then just search for it. You should see it here. Now you'll need the access point, so you can find that by going back to the website and then just going to the advanced options inside, and you can find it here. And that should be it set up then.
Got it. Turning off the office light. Just a sec. All set.
Now let's take a look at wiping it and setting it up as a local Home Assistant voice assistant. Bit of a disclaimer here. This worked for me. This may not work for you. I cannot guarantee you. This is something I just did as a personal project. So if you're happy enough with the DeepSeek one and €30 is a lot of money to you, then maybe just stick with that. Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need to install some stuff. So if you go to settings and apps and then install app, and if you search for Whisper, you'll need to install this here. And just make sure Watchdog and Start on Boot are selected as well. You'll also need to install Piper as well. So if you search for that here, and that's this one here. And again, just make sure Watchdog and Start on Boot are selected. So the reason you need these is because in your voice assistant settings, these are going to be your text to speech and speech to text. And that's what they're going to be used for. Okay, so now we're going to head over to ESPHome Builder. Actually, I should mention, if you don't have that installed, you need to go to Settings, Apps, Install App, and then search for ESPHome, and you'll find it here. And as always, make sure Start on Boot and Watchdog is selected. Show in sidebar is useful too. So if you head back over and then just select New Device here, then press Continue, set up New Device, and then give your device a name. Select ESP-S3 here, but I actually don't think it matters much because we're going to replace all this information anyway. You'll need to copy this encryption key, that's kind of important. Now if you click edit here, and we're going to replace everything that's inside of this file. So I'll leave a link for this in the description. If you click here and then just copy all of this code, this is where we're going to paste in. Okay, so there's a few things we need to do in this file. We need to fix the encryption key. So that's the one you copied earlier. So you just need to paste that in there. You need to also set your Wi-Fi password below here. So you have your Wi-Fi name and password. I'll show you where to set that now. You just need to set that here in your secrets file. You can see mine there. One other thing you should probably change is the name of the file. So it should probably match whatever's at the top here. Once that's done, then you should be good to start installing. Just click install here and then plugged into this computer. And this might take a bit of time. You'll need to connect your device to your computer and make sure you power on by pressing this button at the back. Once it has finished, just select download project and then ESPWeb, the first option. Save that file, open ESPWeb then connect. Select the USB it's connected to, then connect again. Then press install, find that file on your computer then that you've downloaded. I have a bunch of them here. Just get the latest one and then install. And then that's it. So if you go into settings, devices and services, you should see it here. Just press add and then submit. And there's some stuff you can control here, like the light on the screen or the actual light for when it responds. You can change the colors of this light as well by clicking on it. You need to change a setting here to allow it to control stuff within Home Assistant. So if you search for ESPHome, search for your device, and then click here, and just the first option there, just select that and submit. And may as well select this as well, just for troubleshooting. If you do have issues, you can actually check the logs here. So if you click here, logs, and then wirelessly, you can see here then I'm actually speaking to the assistant. You can see what's being printed out. There is some errors you can see, like, and I've tried to fix as many as possible, but yeah, that's it. I'm just going to do a quick demo on the voice assistant itself. So when you first turn the device on by pressing the power button at the back, or when it first boots, you have to wait for it to wink, and that's when you know that it's actually ready to start listening. This can take a few seconds. There we go. Okay, Naboo, turn on the office light.
Turned on the light.
That's it, turned on. And you can kind of see here as well, if you double tap the screen, you've got some stuff like the battery, how much battery is left, the Wi-Fi signal, whether it's connected or not, the temperature of the device, how long it's been up, whether it's connected to Home Assistant, and whether the wake word is actually working. So if you have any issues, that's generally them. You can also reboot at the back or press the power button and restart it again. If you reboot, it actually starts listening. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I'm not aware of any device called actually starts.
Fair enough. Cool. And yeah, that's the power button. Any issues, press that. Back on. And again, you have to wait for it to listen. It's not listening until it winks. Another thing to note as well is if you tap the screen once, it'll start listening. So, what time is it?
3:34 p.m.
What's the weather like today?
16.6 degrees Celsius and raining.
Another thing you can do is actually change the wake word here. So if you don't like OK Naboo, you can do Hey Jarvis. Hey Jarvis, turn off the office light.
Turned off the light.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. If any questions or comments, please leave them below. And as always, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks very much. Cheers.